Real estate is a contact sport. Hey there, I'm Jennie Wolek with the Wolek Group here in Tulsa, Oklahoma. And recently I read an article from Inman that was quoting Gary Keller and his advice to newer agents in this new market that we're coming into. And really, this is great advice for all real estate agents. And he just said that now more than ever is a great time to be focusing on your lead generation and your customer experience skills. Well, the cool thing about all that is that's great, but in order to deliver a great customer experience, you got to have customers. So if you are newer in the business or things aren't really rolling the way that you'd expected them to this fourth quarter, which that's happening here with our team in Tulsa as well, now is the time to double down, to spend half of your day talking to people. And the cool part about this is just focusing on the number of contacts that you get to make and connecting with people, and then also focusing on a few things that I think are pretty darn important. I think that when you're spending half your day talking to people, there's just no way you're not going to be set up for success, especially into next year. But I'm thinking three things that are important as I think about this is focusing on your return on investment. So what that means is, what is your natural style? What's your natural behavioral style? How do you show up? How do you act? How do you best lead generate? Because I've seen so many agents in one style try and do lead generation tactics for other behavioral styles. They get frustrated, they quit, they give up. It doesn't work out. Now you could push yourself, sure, and over time maybe get lucky, but why not spend your time in the style of who you already are, how you naturally show up? So for me, believe it or not, I am a high I. That means that I'm more of a people person and a connector and relationship builder. So for me, the early days of lead generation looked more like volunteering and meeting people that were like-minded and professionals like me, or that meant open houses because I got to meet people face to face and smile and connect on that level, or just diving deep into my database, my phone, my social media, and saying, hello, how are you? That was my very fancy script. Hi, how are you? Yeah, I know. Well, it builds big businesses though, right? Another thing I think is important, number two, is to know your numbers. Where are your leads coming from, or where have they come from? And what is your return on investment when it comes to your database? So how many METs are in your database, and how can you grow that number, and what's the return on that number? Those are all really important factors as we're going into this next year, so you can really focus on growing your database, adding to it, and properly applying touches to those people who already know you, like you, and trust you. And then lastly, so you know who you need to be talking to and how you're going to do it, and how do you make sure it happens? It's called time blocking. I know it's like the number one thing that I hear agents struggle with, but gosh darn it, you just got to put it on your calendar and you got to hold yourself to it, or have somebody that helps you hold yourself to that time block of talking to people. And guess what? I teach all the things that we do here in our business in Tulsa, where we get year after year over 100 families we get to help from our client local database, and then also our agent referral database. So I love sharing all the things I've learned over the years. So I always have some upcoming classes, whether it's you learn to mirror my business or even implement my business. They're always on the calendar and ready for you to take what we've been doing here on our team to help lots and lots of families, while we also give back and have fun, and put them into your own business. Plug and play, and let's go and have a great new year. And let me know if you need anything. Bye now.